What's the sound a burglar loves most? It's not the dead of night silence. It's not the creak of a floorboard or the bark of a distant dog. It's the sound of you, fumbling with a complicated beeping keypad for a security system you barely know how to use while they're already halfway through your window. It's the sound of false confidence. We've been sold a bill of goods, a digital fortress that promises impenetrable security, but often delivers little more than a blinking light and a monthly subscription fee. These systems are complex, prone to glitches, and can be bypassed by anyone with a cheap signal jammer bought online. They're designed to alert you that you're robbed, not to stop the robbery from happening in the first place. We're obsessed with the latest, smartest, most expensive gadgets, convinced that more technology equals more safety. But what if I told you the best home defense technology was invented over 2,000 years ago by guys in sandals and skirts? What if the principles that built the most enduring empire in history could make your home a fortress that burglars wouldn't even dare to approach? The Romans were masters of practical engineering and psychological warfare. Their defenses weren't about flashy tech, they were about brutal, undeniable effectiveness. Today we're not looking at a list of 15 overpriced gizmos you can buy on Amazon. We're going back to basics, Roman basics. We're not just copying their tools, we're adopting their strategic mindset. We're uncovering the 3 simple, genius Roman gadgets that made their empire unbreakable, and showing you how to build their modern equivalents using simple, affordable materials. This isn't about shopping, it's about strategy. It's about turning your home from a soft target into a hard problem. Let's start with gadget number 1, the Pilum. Now, a Pilum was the Roman throwing javelin, and it was a masterpiece of battlefield engineering. It wasn't designed just to kill, it was designed to disable. It was a weapon that attacked the enemy's entire system of defense. The genius was in its construction. It had a hardened steel tip, but the long, thin iron shank directly behind it was made of softer, untempered iron. When a legionary threw it and it hit an enemy shield, the tip would punch through, but the soft shank would bend under the force of the impact. So now, the enemy soldier is stuck with this 20-pound bent javelin dragging down his shield, making it useless. He can't just pull it out. The bend makes it impossible. He can't throw it back because it's ruined. He has a terrible choice. Either wrestle with this heavy, awkward mess, or discard his entire primary defense and face the disciplined Roman legion unprotected. The Pilum didn't just attack the man, it attacked his equipment, his strategy, and his morale. So, what is the modern Pilum for your home? It's the thing that disables the burglar's most important tool: time. Burglars are not warriors, they are opportunists. They rely on speed and simplicity. They want to be in and out in under 5 minutes before anyone notices. Anything that disrupts that timeline, anything that introduces unexpected difficulty, is a weapon against them. Your modern Pilum is anything that adds frustrating, unpredictable minutes to their schedule. The king of this is a simple, reinforced steel strike plate for your door, installed with 3-inch screws that go deep into the doorframe stud. Most standard doors are secured by tiny half-inch screws into a flimsy piece of wood trim. It's a cosmetic feature, not a structural one. A single solid kick shatters the frame and the door flies open. But a reinforced plate with long screws anchors the door directly to the solid studs of your house's frame. It costs less than a pizza, and it turns a 1-kick door into a 10-minute, noisy, exhausting ordeal. Each kick that fails to open the door is another second of risk, another chance for a neighbor to hear, another blow to their confidence. It's your Pilum. It bends their plan. It makes their shield of speed and stealth completely useless. They'll look at your door, then look at your neighbor's door, and your neighbor's door will look a lot more like an easy target. You haven't just made your door stronger, you've made their entire plan fall apart. Okay, quick riddle to keep your strategic mind sharp. I am not a soldier, but I stand guard 24/7. I never sleep, but I can be awakened by the slightest trespass. I have no sword, but I can flood a battlefield with chaos and confusion, sending the enemy fleeing. What am I? Think about it. We'll come back to the Roman answer. Now on to gadget number 2, the Aqueduct. When we think of Roman might, we think of legions and swords. But the aqueducts were a weapon of a different sort, a weapon of logistics and dominance. The Romans didn't just carry water, they conquered it. They moved entire rivers across mountains and valleys to their cities, using nothing but gravity and brilliant engineering. This gave them a constant, reliable flow for fountains, baths, and sewers. It was a logistical marvel that no one else could match, a symbol of Roman power that declared, "We control the very elements." For your home, the aqueduct principle is about controlling the flow of information and movement around your property. It's about creating an environment that is actively hostile to intruders. You need a constant, reliable source of situational awareness, a system that detects and responds to threats before they ever reach your door. It's about making the journey from the street to your house an unpleasant, unpredictable experience for anyone with bad intentions. And the modern aqueduct is your garden sprinkler system. Wait, what? Hear me out. This isn't a joke. A $40 motion-activated sprinkler, the kind you use to scare away deer, is one of the most hilarious and effective perimeter security devices ever invented. It's cheap, it's easy to install, and it's utterly unexpected. Think about it from a burglar's perspective. You're moving silently, cloaked in darkness, your senses on high alert. You're in the zone. And suddenly you're blasted in the face with a powerful jet of cold water. Your first thought isn't, a sprinkler. It's, what the hell was that? Is this a hose? A tripwire? Is there a person watching me? What else is triggered? It shatters their focus and floods their brain with panic and uncertainty. It creates confusion, soaks them, makes them cold, and makes a ton of noise, both from the water itself and their likely reaction. Now they're wet, miserable, and have to worry about leaving a trail of water. It's a non-violent, utterly demoralizing aqueduct of annoyance that delivers a very clear message. You are seen. You are not welcome here, and this property is actively defended. It's a psychological masterpiece that costs next to nothing. All right, riddle time. The answer? A Roman aqueduct. Or, in our modern terms, any motion-activated water or light system that creates an unexpected, unwelcome response. It's a system that stands guard when you're asleep. If you got that, you're thinking like a Roman engineer. Now for the big one, the final layer of your defense. Gadget number 3, the scutum. This was the big, curved Roman shield. Individually, it was a formidable piece of personal protection, but its real power wasn't in its size. It was in how they used it together. In the testudo, or tortoise formation, legionaries would interlock their shields above and around them, creating an armored shell that was impervious to arrows, stones, and fire. It was a mobile fortress, a safe space on a chaotic battlefield. This is your final layer. This is your safe room. Your modern scutum isn't a single object. It's a system inside one designated room, ideally a master bedroom. It starts with the door. Not a hollow core door that can be punched through, but a solid core door. On that door, you have a heavy-duty deadbolt with a 1-inch throw. And for good measure, a simple door wedge jammed under the door from the inside. This combination makes the door incredibly difficult to force open. But the scutum is more than just the door. Inside the room, you have your essential supplies. It's a charged cell phone and a fully charged portable power bank, ensuring you can call for help even if the power is cut. And finally, a last resort deterrent. It's a can of wasp spray, which, let's be clear, is for wasps, but it has incredible range and accuracy, shooting a stream up to 20 feet. It would be a formidable deterrent if someone managed to get through your Pilum-reinforced door and your aqueduct-soaked yard and was now trying to break down your final scutum. The goal of the scutum isn't to be a secret panic room hidden behind a bookshelf. It's to be the last, absolutely unbreachable position where your family can gather, call 911, and wait safely for help to arrive. It buys you the most valuable thing in any crisis: time. It's the final interlocking layer of your personal testudo, a safe haven in the heart of your home. So, there you have it, the Roman arsenal for the modern homeowner. 3 layers of defense rooted in timeless strategy. the Pilum to break their plan by attacking their timeline, the Aqueduct to break their spirit with unexpected chaos and confusion, and the Scutum to protect your family by creating an unbreachable safe space. You don't need the most expensive gear. You don't need a cloud subscription or a professional monitoring service. You need the smartest strategy. You need to think in layers. You need to think less like a consumer and more like a centurion. Because a burglar can outsmart a gadget, but they can't outsmart 2,000 years of proven empire-building defense. They are looking for an easy score, not a fight with history. Now go forth and fortify.